Welcome to another episode of SALCAB's Tech Startup Series. In this episode, you'd see more innovators who would want to pitch their great ideas to the judges for a chance to win $5,000 in order to impact their societies and solve problems in health, education, agriculture, and energy. I am your host, Amanda Clemens. So as I just said, this week we're going down to the city central where we'll see young, innovative entrepreneurs who want to tackle a huge problem of electricity while using simple, cost-effective solutions.
Me na Mustafa Omar Lole, but if you call me Master Sabi, I represent Light Salon Innovation. Light Salon Innovation is a platform where we bring for we see how we will bring all innovators across the region together and see what thing we could do at the end of the day. Then at the same time, where Light Salon Innovation able to do that one day, we count all the innovators together. We can't say Sierra we get plenty challenges, but one of the biggest challenges where we see now the electricity problem. So we decide for we embark on energy providing service where we get different means for provide energy, like the windmill. Now one way down the road they provide energy because we say most of the time when they talk about renewable energy, they only consider windmill. We get the wind potential as well. At the same time, we call this fear-free energy generator, when a silent-free energy generator. We will see that one the back say a marketable because plenty people they want to use generator, but they get a challenge. One, the generator can pour them, two, they can get fuel crisis. So we call this generator idea where they use no fuel, they produce no smoke, get no sound. All what you need for do, they just wind up for 5 seconds, then the generator they give electricity for complete 4 hours provided on waiting you apply on the generator, or you can use them for the rest of the day for just 5 seconds wind away the wine. You can use the generator for the rest of the day or use them for 4 hours. If you use one laptop and the generator, then you use one AC fan, then you put 2-3 bulbs on and charge your phone, you will use them for 4 hours. But if you reduce the load, like you put the fan, you put the laptop and only light and charge phone, you can use them for the rest of the day. So we see say that one don't make a name as a value. Plenty people they don't go in for the generator, and we don't see we don't begin solve plenty problems that we have electricity problem. For example, the telecenter. We know say when you go to the interior, people they work miles away for them to charge their phone. But most of the time they get problem with this charging because generator where they use and fuel that they use, and most of the time the generator can spoil. So when we don't introduce this we own generator now to then telecenters, then we don't really see how we ideally create impact on the society because we see say that one generator now what would they provide? They only use fuel or what they need for do, then they wind up and charge their phone at the end of the day. And we don't embark on this telecenter because we see that one they said now one good business. So what do? We train people then and we learn how for put up this telecenter. They don't go back to the villages. They don't put up the telecenter. Then say they manage their life now. So all the telecenters that we get across the region, they all have a generator that they use. They are the center. They got other means that they use. Side and where they get wind potential, then they use windmill. Then they use the generator at the center. Then they use solar panel. So now that we do, where we able to serve the country or the community as we own help. If they give you $5,000, we go embark on this production of the generator because you say the generator, they demand a high pass the resources we will get. People that don't go in for the generator, even we use telecenters and say the kind of way people that don't demand for the generator will not get the resources. So we go embark on the generator production. Then we say we establish more telecenters across the region.
Light Salon appears to be a group of young, organized union innovators who are ready to make an impact and change their communities. Let us see what the judges think about their own pitch.
So congratulations on making it to the next level. So just introduce yourself to the panel and explain what your business plan is, and then you take it up from there. But house rules, you have 5 minutes for your presentation and another 5 minutes to receive questions from the judges. So you have very limited time to respond, so make sure you keep your answer very within the context of the question. Okay?
Thank you very much. My name is Mohamed Kamara, one of the founding members of Light Salon Innovation. As you can see, this is a cross-section of our founding members and a team of energetic and young people that are ready to make electricity available to our people. As you can see from our work, our mission is to empower Africans through innovation, and that's our motto, and we're working towards that in all our processes. Our value proposition. We recycle waste into energy systems. Our cost is 40% cheaper compared to our competitors. We have a deep understanding about the market because we know the gap and we know the needs of our people. Our options, as you can see, they are all green energy options. And my friends will demonstrate as I go along with that. Our competitors, we have SALCAB, Footman, and a lot of other systems. Our competitive advantage. Guys, I think you need to demonstrate it. We are 40% cheaper than our competitors. In manufacturing, our materials are partly built from recycled materials, which makes it very cheaper and simple to build. Our team, young and energetic team, people who have masters in entrepreneurship, so we understand how to do with resources and how can we make things happen. Our financial target and financial projections. If we have $4,000, we have 1,000 youth directly employed, and with this amount of funds, we might be able to light up a whole village with 4,000 youths and get returns in 8 months at the cost of $2 per household. And imagine how many lives we will change with our systems with just using recycling materials to solve the huge problem of energy in Sierra Leone. And my friends, it's just a silent generator that is cheaper, it does not use fuel, and you just need to wind it for some time and you have power. How can you recharge that? It's just the winding using your manual energy. It's in the prototype stage. In future, we'll be planning to having it as a jockey generating energy. As a jockey generating energy, and at the end of the day, you can utilize that energy that you have been using all this while. I think you guys need to demonstrate the different prototypes.
So, one of the things again that we're actually focusing on is quality education. When you go to the rural communities, you find out that people don't have enough means or ways to have access to energy to study at night. And so we're providing easy access to these by innovating these books, wherein students can be able to use it to study at night. That is easily accessible instead of using a candle, or instead of using these Chinese lights, which can last for maybe like a week or so. But this one can last for maybe more than 3 years. You just have to charge it during the day, like putting it in the sun like for 2 hours, and then it can last for about 4 to 5 hours.
Quick question, how long does the power last?
It depends also on the usage.
It depends on the
usage, the things you're using.
So the real question is, how many windings
Winds,
do you
yes.
need to do? How many windings do you need to do to generate 1 kilowatt hour? To be able to 1 kilowatt hour of battery storage, because you're storing if I understand the technology well, the winding recharges the battery.
Yes.
And then
we have capacitors or storage as well.
exactly. So I need the battery to store as much of 1 hour of is this exactly, this is 100, let's say this is 100 watts.
It is 100 watts, but the old consumption is 300 watts.
Yeah, it can support up to 300 watts.
Yes.
So I'm doing a 100 watt bulb on it, and I want it to last for an hour before it dies. So, yes, that's 10 times of 100. That's a kilowatt hour.
Yes.
So how many windings do you need to do to get this to light for a whole hour?
Okay, the technology we use, you only need to wind this one for 5 seconds or less than 5 seconds. After the 5 seconds, you can use it for up to 4 hours, depending on the usage you apply.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that when you wind it, the more you wind it, the more it's generating. No, it just need to trigger or to, how can I say?
You keep the things alive. The capacitors, they store charges for some time and dispute it. Okay. So with this, our systems, we can have a temporary storage and a permanent storage, which is the battery. So for you to have it for 1 hour, it depends on, we need to know your device, the energy consumption of your device.
So I use the example for 100 watts.
Okay, Tom, so if you want to use this, it's simple. We complete the energy consumption to 100 watts. So we only wind 5 seconds times 10. We calculate the time and we wind.
Okay, so let's talk this. Let's talk a little bit about the monies now. All right. So you're running. I understand you're running charging station.
Yeah, we are.
How many of those are you running in your network now? How many are you supporting from your power systems? Yes. How many charging stations?
Yes. We have more than 5 of that.
You have about 5.
Yes.
Let's say 5.
And our target communities is especially in the rural areas.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yes.
What I want to know is what are the operating margins? So they're charging phones and making money, right? And they're using this technology. So those businesses that your technology is supporting, how profitable are they?
Of course, we have returns every month.
Okay.
We have, well, the highest we've got is 500,000 a month as returns.
Okay.
And our repairs, our expenses towards that is maybe less than 100,000. We don't even visit the places unless there is a maintenance problem. They call us. So this thing we need to change. We go back to the communities and expand.
Have you calculated the unit cost for this one that you have?
To
'Cause
produce
when you're
one of
thinking
those?
about, yes.
We don't even spend up to 1 million to build this. So we can it's around 600
To build
it. Yes.
this one.
And we can even save for 1 million or 1 point something in the cost.
How much did the battery cost?
The battery we use,
Yeah.
around 200,000. Is it just small?
Is the Okada battery?
No.
No, it's another dry cell type battery.
Okay.
So I'm concerned with, sometimes it's nice you have a prototype, but then again, how do we improve on it? How can you make it better? You providing access to electricity, it's a good initiative. But then looking at this metal that you have to use to wine and all of that, it may cause some damage. That is one concern that you would have to work on. And then you showed something on the value proposition.
Yes.
You said you're 40% cheaper than your competitors. So I need more light on that. Like, what was your yardstick, or what statistics do you have to support that information?
Going to our research with GIZ and many other partners, they prefer to work with light salon.
They prefer.
What
what statistics to support that? As in, you are actually cheaper than the others.
Yeah, of course, they showed us the cost. They told us that $8,000 for 5 kilowatt. When we discussed about ourselves, we said just $2,000 or $3,000 is enough to solve the same problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
How many customers do you have today?
At the moment,
No, last year. How many customers do you have today? What's your customer base?
we have more than 1,000.
Oh, yeah?
More than
Because
1,000.
we've been in village, we've been in rural communities, we work with CDHC centers, we work with engineers without border, we work with different organizations.
No, wait, be careful now.
Yes.
I'm not asking you who you're working with. I'm asking you how many customers are you serving today? Meaning they're paying you to use your product. That's the question.
We have more than 1,000.
More than 1,000.
Because
Okay.
even the charging stations have more than thousands of people. Yes.
So who runs those charging stations before we talk about what you plan to do with the money? Who runs those charging? Is it you, or you sell the technology to somebody who's running the charging?
We have rural communities where we have youth and people in them. We work with youth that we train how to run the charging stations, and we go into MOUs and send documents.
So one of the things that we're targeting is actually youth employment also. So like instead of us going to
No, that's okay. What I'm trying to understand is I'm tracking the money line.
Okay.
So you have to go and install this
In a community.
this thing in a community.
Yeah.
Who pays for it? Is this the NGO, whether it's GIZ? Who's paying for it?
We are doing business.
We are the one that
We're
actually
building the
do
system
this.
and have a partnership with people.
Yes.
We have
So when they charge, then they collect it. Yes, and then
At the end of the day,
they send the money back to you,
Yes.
and they take their staff cost or
yeah,
whatever.
we have like 10%, 15%
Okay.
for them. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So now you're working to make 5K here. What's $5,000?
Okay.
If you get it, what will you do with that $5,000?
So one of the things that we want to do is actually we want to extend our market and price, because we have been working with small communities, but they want to do like large communities wherein instead of just a village where there is like 10 to 20 people, why not target Kenema or of course Bo, because there are places in Bo right now that are complaining of electricity. So why not target these communities that has about 1,000 people or 200 people and above that we can actually sell to, and that we actually build a charging station there. So with this money, we're actually trying to extend our product, and of course, we have another innovation, which is the sewing, that we have actually done like 5 installations in 5 different villages that is having. So we want to extend this thing, and these 5 villages they haven't complained about electricity for the past 1 year or so. So if we have this money, what we're going to do is actually we are going to extend
Scale up.
And scale up, because the more places we visit, the more places we do our installation, the more income we are going to earn, and of course the more problems we are going to solve, and of course the more youth we are going to.
But your previous installations were not based on this technology, right?
And this is just a new technology that we want to introduce.
Okay.
And of course we have a lab where we do like
youth empowerment,
especially for girls, because you know there's no gender balance in terms of innovation.
Thank you very much.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Do you know UNOPS? You know what they're doing?
Just to give light.
How are you going to compete with them?
We know
It's
we have giants in the market. Okay, for us to compete with people like that, we have to take innovative ideas and innovative approaches to work with them, to compete with them. Our approach, as I said earlier, our cost margin with them is quite different.
Oh no.
We are cheaper than them.
Oh no. Go check. Go check, sir. Go check.
Okay.
I mean, I think, you know, you can build a big good customer relationship, but I wouldn't make that argument with UNOPS.
It also takes us an investment level for us to compete with them.
Now we are talking, but don't say you're cheaper, because they are disrupting the market for young people like you. That's really maybe one of the things they should think about, that they're disrupting for young innovators like you. But then maybe that's how you can think how you're going to compete with them and how you're going to serve them. So, but okay,
sorry,
we're out
we
of
don't
time.
have time for more questions.
We're out of time.
Thank you. Good luck.
That pitch was interesting, but I think there's a lot of competition when it comes to technology and electricity. But imagine if every student has that flip chart. It would help them to study even better and bring more productiveness in the education system. I think that's innovation. So after the break, we're going to see another set of Sierra Leoneans who have interesting and innovative ideas on how to improve the agricultural sector using fruits.
SALCAB is an open access neutral fiber network, which means it's more like a carrier network. We make the road available for data transportation.
We don't deal with the end users in terms of retail. We are wholesale carrier network. So we only support the ISPs, which are the internet service providers, and the mobile network operators.
SALCAB is an invaluable project. The internet facility, the extreme usage of internet facility, online use of educational materials. So SALCAB is there to create that platform for everything to happen.
As you know, the President has been talking about e-government, e-parliament, e-cabinet. These are things that we are very much concerned about, and we want to ensure that they are implemented.
On the new direction, SALCAB can help a lot because the President is very innovative. He's someone who likes technology. He travels around and studies different nations and seeing how they've developed through technology.
All of us know about the value of data. So SALCAB is extremely, very important because we are the center of creating all of these values.
So we are working on that.
Welcome back to SALCAB's Tech Startup Series, and I'm your host, Amanda. Before the break, we saw Light Salon's brilliant idea. Now we head west early in the morning to see industrious Sierra Leoneans packaging fruits for our convenience.
My name is Grace Madin Tisam, co-founder Eden Fruit and Veg. Majorly, Eden Fruit and Veg is a fruit and vegetable business that prepare fresh, delicious and healthy fruits every day for the consumption of people. So we prepare these fruits, and we are here now in our center where we prepare these fruits every morning. And what we do is go to the market, get these fruits, bring them here, and we wake up very early in the morning within the hours of 4 to 6. We are up and on preparing our food, and once we're done, we package them, put them in nice plastic bowls and take them out. Eden Fruit and Veg is trying to bridge the gap between the health system of people in Sierra Leone, and fruits and vegetables are of course one of the most important food in our diet. And in Sierra Leone, we realize that most people are not into it, not because they don't want to eat it and not because it's not available, but because we don't know the importance of it. People don't understand what some of these fruits and vegetables can do to them on a daily basis and how it can prevent them from so many diseases that we see all around in this nation. So we as an organization, I would say, and as an entrepreneur, we saw that looking into this will be a very good business for us, where we can tell people about the importance of fruit and also bring it to them to their doorstep. So instead of you going to the market to get it for yourself in bulk, we get it, we prepare it, and we take it to you. We already have our plans. First thing first is we want to do a campaign, because we believe that sensitization is a very important thing in business. Once people are sensitized about your product and they know the importance of it, you can relax and know that they will get to you to get it. So we want to do a massive campaign on fruit and vegetable, where we want to bring in doctors and involve, if possible, the Ministry of Health, so that we can look into this thing and also, of course, invest in our fruits and vegetables more, get more, so that we can reach more people. Because for now, we can only but reach a very minimal amount of people because of funds. But once we get this $5,000, we are assuring you by this time next year, we're able to reach 1,000 people in Sierra Leone.
We want to say we are very proud to be here today to talk about Eden's Fruit and Veg. Eden's Fruit and Veg has immense potential to impact our agriculture and our health sectors. A 3-month-old business has been able to provide jobs for 3 of us and employed 2 persons who does our sales. As an entrepreneur, our job is to take risks. A risk many people see that it's not possible and make it possible. A 3-month-old business, as I said, have been able to give unbelievable profits to us, which we are excited about. We can achieve our potential as an entrepreneur and a young business without a bigger opportunity like this and a platform like this SALCAB is providing for young business to go up. We want to say we are proud and we are excited also.
So we saw that we need to step in as an entrepreneurs to create a platform where people can be able to get good, fresh and sweet fruit, very affordable. And as you can see, this is our basket fruits, which is the whole fruits that we normally sell for a price of just 150,000. This consists of about 10 types of fruits, mainly chosen by our clients. And we have also the bowls of fruits, and this goes for 10,000 and it goes for 5,000. So we believe that no matter your status, no matter where you are, you can be able to get a bowl of fruits for 10 or 5,000. And as well, our vegetables usually come in as bulk based on the orders. We also have our split vegetables that we sell for the same price, 5 and 10,000. Of course, we also believe that most people are with the idea of, I can't eat fruit, I don't like eating fruit. So we decided to move a little further by trying to blend these fruits into a fruit juice, and we blend whatever flavor you choose. Normally we have 2 main types. We have the standard smoothie and the self-choice smoothie. So whatever you choose, we blend it out and we take it to you. And also we have seen that our business has been quite successful, I would say, because for the past 3 months we started the business, we have seen immense turnovers, and these are the fruits that we get on a daily basis, and with just an investment of 130,000 euros per week, we are able to make about 2 million. We're able to make about, sorry, excuse me.
Take your time.
Okay, I will. With just an investment of about 210,000 units, sorry, per week times 4 weeks, which is about 840,000 units. We normally have a return, a monthly return of.
Okay, you can go to your financial slide. I saw you've got a financial slide. So you just save Alice. You go back one more. I saw it. You skipped it.
Okay.
I think one more back. There is a slide that you showed your comprehensive. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is what we have been doing, and this is how we have been seeing the growth of the business.
This basically is talking about the growth of our business since we started the last 3 months.
Okay.
This is what we have been basically.
Okay. So yeah. All right.
So we are looking at a customer base of about 50 to 150 people, and we believe that as the business grows, as we expand, we want to get a customer base of about 1,500 people before the end of next year. And we believe that if we have this opportunity where we can invest more into the business, we'll be able to reach that, and of course we'll have a huge turnover and create more job. And also we're looking into having a massive production where Eden will now produce its own fruits. Instead of going to the markets to buy these fruits, we can now plant our vegetables and fruits, and we will not only do fruit basket and a bowl of fruits only, we can also distribute to other countries, and we can also distribute to anybody that wants it in a large quantity. So that is what we're looking at.
So for me, my first question will be, how does technology comes into play in all of this?
Well, basically, technology are very fundamentally. We started through WhatsApp. We create WhatsApp group for a start, which has helped us greatly, which we constant, which we use to reach out to our clients, like Hotel Commercial Bank, staff of Hotel, different offices around country. We explain to them every morning what we have for the day to contact them. We also have Facebook. We have plan also to create app going forward. That is part of our plan, to involve technology to make sure that our clients have easy access to reach us so that they can have our product.
How soon do you want to implement?
Well, for a startup business, we are planning to do that by the end of the rainy season around September. But for now, we are using mainly WhatsApp and Facebook to reach out to our customers.
Okay. So, I mean, I think it's very innovative and everything. At some point, you need the technology to handle your orders, process payments, and support logistics of delivery. For now, you're small, you're testing out the ideas.
Yeah.
So, the area that is not clear for me yet is the scale. So now you have like 20, 30 customers maybe you're supplying. You want to do 1,500 customers in 1 year, which makes a lot of sense. But at that point, you definitely need technology to handle orders, process payments, and support delivery.
Of course, we are aware of that, sir. Okay. And which we are working towards to achieve.
Okay. 2 questions. What happened to the other guy?
The other guy is not around. He has an appointment. He went out of the country.
He went out of the country?
Yes, sir.
Was it avoidable? Could he have stayed?
No, not for abstain. He went out. He has something very important. So
you know, you guys know me. I speak my mind.
I know.
I think he did you guys a lot of justice. And today he's not here. It's very obvious. You stumbled on the numbers. Last time you got the numbers, because you see why a team is so important.
Another interesting pitch and sound advice from the judges. I hope they incorporate it into their thriving business. Thank you for watching another episode of SALCAB's Tech Startup Series. Keep sending your comments to the link below. Join us next week for more interesting pitches about innovation in the various sectors. I have been your host, Amanda Clemens.